Hello, welcome to episode 32 of our Ostriv Alpha 3.3 Let's Play. It is May of 1770, and we currently have 992 residents in our town. I want to make sure I recorded when we broke 1,000, so here we go. So what I've done since the last episode, kind of expanded this general area over here, added a couple more things, added a couple more warehouses here. There's another one over here somewhere, forgot exactly. But I've been trying to streamline the employment as much as I can. Gotten everybody as back on the normal grind as we possibly can. Currently have no empty houses. We've more or less stabilized unemployment. It varies season to season, of course. And financially, we've somewhat stabilized. I still haven't quite figured it out yet. But by my calculations, we only have a couple more houses to build before we are over 1,000. So let's go ahead and put a couple houses over here, shall we? Let's come on down over here. If I can get it to line up correctly. So we're going to put a couple of these houses in, and then I'm going to do a separate video where I have a tour of... Why is this not snapping? I have a tour of the town. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to come up here and we're going to put another bank of... Let's just go ahead and build out another 6 houses for now. Since that is a amount in a organization that seems to work pretty well. These little blocks of 6. That's going to put us over 1,000, but that's okay because I'm still planning on playing past 1,000. At least until this save file no longer works. Alright, so we're going to do this exact same thing over here. See if I can line this up with the edge of this granary right here. It is worth noting that this game has kind of a hard time when you get a whole lot of population going. I'm no stranger to having strange issues while playing this game with my computer, but I don't think my computer is the problem here. This seems like the game is really struggling at this point. Anyway, so we're going to let those 6 houses build, and then we're going to get up over 1,000, and yeah. It's been, I haven't played a whole lot since I stopped doing the daily uploads, but since the game came on Steam, I've got about 50, I think maybe 51 hours as of recording this in the game, and probably about 2/3 of that was on this playthrough. I did, after I stopped recording daily, just kind of let the game go for a couple years at a time every time I played. And not having to record and have live commentary while that's going on has made that a lot easier. I've optimized the pig situation, so it's not... Well, there's a whole bunch of boars here, we can deal with that later, but they're not constantly dying anymore, which is nice. I've added a whole bunch more cows, and gradually going and culling all the new bulls, except every time I do, they give birth to like another 20. You see, all these new ones are bulls, so we can go ahead and deal with that. Make it like an old-fashioned Let's Play where I actually accomplish something, right? Let's just go ahead and mark all these for death. A little morbid, but we'll leave the oldest one. Actually, no, we will... That is the oldest one, so we'll leave that. We'll take care of all this. And I did add a couple more slaughterhouses, so that should be a little more efficient. Get that. Make sure there's another one older than that. There is. That is our oldest. We'll leave that alone. And then this one, there's quite a few to do. Yeah, there's a lot in this one. And once again, I have done that. Okay, so let's just go around to... Yeah, see, I did this one earlier, but they just keep making more. Like, stop it. I'm gonna kill all of them except the oldest one. Like, you don't have to just keep making them. But I think the town is pretty well optimized. I know there's still a couple things I should probably be doing better with regard to economic management, but I'm not really super worried about it. I can keep up any deficit with my my income with trade. And I think in the next update, there's going to be a new method of trade. The dev was posting on the Twitter account for the game about trade by water, so I'm excited to see how that works. So let's just get rid of the next couple of these. I think I have 15 cow sheds total last time I counted. Don't worry. And oh, there's no cows in this one because they had all died earlier and I never put any back in. So we can actually fix that right now. So let's go over here, find the closest cow shed. Maybe the reason I never fixed it is because it's really far away. Alright, so let's go. Let's put a couple more adult cows. Let's go with maybe 3. And then we'll put one of these bulls, instead of killing them, we'll put him up here. And then, okay, that's looking fine. There's plenty of hay and water there. Oh my god, okay. So this one... See, I did all of these, not even, well, in real life, not even a couple hours ago, but in game time, probably 2 or 3 years. That would make sense why these are all of a sudden showing. Oh my god, seriously? There's got to be something messed up with the way they decide the sex of the cows at birth. This is literally, I swear to God, the last time I opened this cow shed, it was 19 female cows and 1 bull. So I don't know exactly how that happens, but I think should be good now. Okay, so this is a little more reasonable. And if you're not aware, the reason I'm doing this is because female cows produce milk, which is a valuable thing you can sell to your villagers. You can't trade it currently. And you can really only have 20 of either a cow or bull in each cow shed. And since bulls' only purpose is to either be turned into oxen or to reproduce with your female cows, you really only need 1 unless you're trying to build more farms. So to that end, I want to maximize my milk production because I do have a very large population. And I will therefore kill as many of the bulls as I can. It would be nice if there was some sort of auto-kill feature for newborn bulls, but that may be a little bit of an ask for a game like this that seems to be more oriented towards micromanagement. So yeah, I told you we were going to get some actual gameplay eventually. All right, and now we are back around, I believe. Yeah, so we've gone to all these. We've got that all set up. I do have this on 1 times game speed. The game does seem to be running better. It kind of has some interesting problems with lag, but it's not always constant. So if I put this on 12 times speed, we have 993 citizens. We have probably at least as many animals, maybe more. And yeah, I mean, the game definitely is not running smoothly necessarily, but it's a lot better than I think it would be at this level of load. And the CPU monitor in my computer says 0.5%. It's really the graphics card that limits this thing. But even then, that's not really struggling that bad. It chugs harder when I export video. But I don't know, maybe there's just some optimization stuff he hasn't gotten around to fixing yet. Anyway, the first of the 6 houses is being built. Let's see, what else can I show you guys that I've improved? I added more fishing docks and a couple more boatyards. 3 more boatyards to be exact, because I kept running into problems with all these boats being broken, so now there's 4 times as many dudes to fix them. Or 3 times, I guess, technically. Ah, see, here comes that chugging again. I think it might have something to do with farms and the way that the growth and the updating of everything goes. Because I am holding down the arrow keys right now, and it is chugging. It'll do this at just random points during the year, and then sometimes during harvest it won't be anything like this. It'll be completely fluid. It's inexplicable. Anyway, so this will take a little bit before they build a couple more houses. I got really close, actually, probably about an hour ago, because I hadn't had a lot of people die in a while, and I think it was like 996 or 997, maybe. And then, because people just keep having babies, but then a bunch of people died off. We actually filled up this graveyard probably 7 or 8 years ago in game time. So I started building a second one up here in this empty space. I cleared out a couple of the hay dryers. So this might, well, not right now, but eventually it's going to be bigger than the original one. I started putting a fence. I don't think I'm going to put another church up here, but I think this whole area could be conceivably a graveyard. I think we have 4, 5, 6, maybe maybe 7 more plots that aren't currently filled. All right, so we've got 6 people left. I think these might have actually already been residents of the village that just got married and moved into an open house. I think's here as well, because usually the people migrating to your town will be older and have children already. So it's very possible when we build these 6 houses that we don't actually get any net gain in residents. It could just be older children moving out of their parents' house. So I think 17 years is too young. How are you both unemployed? Oh, okay. So it's funny, in the middle of the summer there's actually the most unemployment because there's no harvesting, and the whole seasonal hiring thing for all of the granaries and the warehouses and stuff hasn't really taken effect yet. So my warehouses citywide are set up to be 4 people on season, 2 people off, and my season for these is actually November, December, January, February. All right, so we have another house that just got built. And again, this is more people, so we might have to build another couple houses. We might get a whole 20 or 30 minute episode out of this. We'll see. I don't know. It's fun. So while that builds, I guess I'll talk more about what I've been doing. I've been building more, that bridge is already there. I built a couple more bridges over here, and I was trying to put one here, but it wouldn't let me for some reason. So trade. I really like this new trade update. I know I haven't really talked a whole lot about it, but what you do, it now tells you how much you have in export stock, how much you have in storage, and it'll automatically do the maximum that you can sell. Sometimes it's more than you have in storage and you have to adjust it, but I like that, so we're going to sell that. Sunflower oil I have a ton of because I built a couple more refineries. Clothing, I built a couple more of those as well, but we still can't quite keep up. I'm doing most of my clothing production in the wintertime to try and kind of balance out the whole labor demands thing. Oh, I didn't even check and see how much salt I need. So I think the limiting factor for our leather has actually been lime, and I've been reluctant to buy it because it's so expensive. But I think we're probably going to have to at this point. Charcoal, we have just an insane amount. We have 1.75 million. I think we can sell some. It's going to be okay. Let's see, what else? Sallow, we actually have quite a bit. I've figured out that my pig infrastructure build out, forget, might have been like the teens or 20s episodes of this this Let's Play series, was overzealous, and I had a lot of problems feeding them. But now that I have more farms, I think I covered this farm in the last episode. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 farms now, and I was going to put a 9th one over here, but I think this is going to be more industrial stuff. Might put another couple wagon sheds over here, and then put a bunch of houses over here. I don't know. I don't even know how much longer I'm going to be able to really play on this file until something gets messed up. Yeah, see, here's another young couple moving out of their parents' house. We'll see who moves in here. It's very possible we might not. Yeah, see, immediately filled. So we're going to have to start some more houses over here. So we can go ahead and get that done. Yeah, see, as soon as you place a building, the game really starts chugging. That's fine. This game is in alpha. Really should not be complaining about anything. There's a lot of games at the full release that really aren't even half this good. I feel like I say that in every video, but most people who play the game seem to agree. So this is a good time to remind you, if for some reason you are not a member of the Ostriv Game subreddit, that's /r/Ostriv Game, go ahead, check it out, join. Posts aren't as frequent as they used to be because we haven't had a major update in a while, but go ahead and get involved. There's a lot of good people in there that have a lot of knowledge on the game. I know there's a couple Let's Players that will post there. There's a post that's pretty regularly updated with a list and link to those. So let's see. Here comes all of our trade stuff. So we'll see. If this house automatically fills, I think we're going to have to just start building a whole bunch more. But I hope there's not, because I haven't built houses in-game in maybe a couple years. And we're coming up on the 50th year of this town. This is actually year 49. Yeah, see, this immediately filled. I love how all the adults are like the same generic, like mid-40s looking dude. And the women all look the same. So I also kind of limited the farm laborers. Originally these were all set to like 15 to 20, but I figured out that some of the farms did faster than others. Like this one, just like the little 5 fields, I don't even have any laborers at all. These 5 employees are enough. And then like this guy down here, well, I don't know, I modified the rotation I was using because I was trying to get more wheat so I could have flour. But these seem to be doing okay. I mean, it's not perfect. I know there's plenty of people that have criticized the way I do the farms. That's all right, whatever. It's a game. Let's see. I have a ton of hay. That was one thing I did have a lot of previously. Is I had a ton more of these hay dryers, probably 3 times as much, and I couldn't keep up because it would suck all the laborers away during harvest season. That was a problem. So let's see. I want to see how many more of these houses automatically fill as a result of the people moving in. And how many automatically fill as a result of people already living here. Yep. I think we probably are going to have a long way to go. Although, it does keep going up because people keep having children. So, we will see. Anyway, still got a little bit of time. See, like, we're in the middle of harvest season right now. The game's fine. I mean, it's still not like smooth 60 frames per second, but it's running pretty well. I think infrastructure-wise, I think the town's set up pretty well. I try to link as much stuff as I can and build little neighborhoods. I think I've talked about this before, but I do try around every farm, I try to have at least 2 cow sheds, if there's space for it. So as you see right here, these 3 cow sheds are all linked to these fallow fields. And that enriches the soil as well. See, these 2 are right there. Then these 2 should be here and here. I wonder which one this one is. Okay, we have another messenger. Okay, let's sell some more sunflower oil. It's so much of an improvement. I love this. Okay, so we can't sell clothes because we haven't made enough yet. Sallow, we can sell. Don't need to buy anything else. I think we're probably... Yeah, we still have some. Charcoal, honey, I'm not super worried about. I'm not really worried about honey if people start complaining about food variety. So let's see what happens with this house. Nope, I don't want to click on you. Is it going to autofill again? Yep. I wonder how many... So these people came in, even though they already lived in the town, they came in with wealth. I want to know... I wish you could go to their parents' house. Because there are a lot of families that are continually hovering around the poverty line, and some of the older ones still have a lot of the original money. I know I mentioned... Wait, who's the... Why is she listed as unemployed? Okay, she lives here now? I guess we got another mayor. The original mayor was the guy that lived in this house. And I know I talked about last time how he left. I probably just saw that and missed it. Alright, so that house is going to be built in a little bit. We've kind of lost the need for having more wood because we have... Let me check. I've tried to redistribute wood around different warehouses. This one has 642,000. This one has 496,000. That one has 0. That one also has 0. So we have well over 1 million wood. Okay, here's another house got built. And they immediately... See, they don't have money. So that makes sense. But these people came in with 47. They must have been children of like a wealthy person. So somebody else died. So unless we are just now getting to the... oh, yeah, nope. See, this guy's going to fill a house. He's 24. 22, he's going to fill a house. 23, going to fill a house. Of course, not necessarily all of them because they will pair up. Okay, a 20-year-old going to fill a house. 22 going to fill a house. So realistically, at this point, what we might have to do... So we're not creating additional jobs when we build more houses now because there's so many kids that are just moving into their own houses. Now, see, here we have these weird white lines again. I had a bunch of them before, that's why I restarted the game. But this seems to happen quite a bit. I know it's a known bug that we haven't really gotten around to having a fix for. There's a lot of room here. I wonder if I could fit another row of houses here. Technically, maybe, I guess. Not universally. I think that's why I ended up not doing that. Okay, another house. No, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to right-click. Thank you. Yeah, and that's one of those kids we saw earlier. Let's see, where else? I guess if I wanted to, I could put another 6-pack of houses here. Okay, we'll start... Nope, wrong button. Okay, maybe not that one because they have all those other things. I know this is not completely straight either. That's fine. It's not really something to worry about. So we'll do... Let's just do 4 right here, so that can stay in line when I move all of these. Oh yeah, see now it's doing that lagging thing again. Maybe because it's harvest season? I don't know. I'll try to stop complaining about it. I know it's really not that big of a deal. But I am genuinely curious to know how this game runs on other people's computers with this many people. One of the moderators over at the Ostriv subreddit is actually one of the viewers, frequent viewers of my videos. I think last time he posted about it, he had over 700, but I haven't seen anything from him in a while. I also haven't been looking, so it's possible he might be around the same amount of population that I am if he's still regularly playing. So if you're watching this, let me know in the comments how your town's doing. I'm very interested in seeing that. Alright, so there's another, I don't know, math is hard, another 8, so we have 10 under construction right now. If this doesn't get us over 1,000, I don't know what will. And since this is not a normal episode, we're not going to stop just because it's December. We're going to keep on going. We're at about 23 minutes of recording right now. I'm not afraid to post another 30-minute video. That's fine. I mean, some of them I posted have been like 55. So this guy should be done pretty quick. Another messenger from Saltland. Buy my shoes. Buy my charcoal. I have almost 2 million charcoal. Get rid of that. Clothing. Haven't really gotten to work with that yet. So let's see. This should autofill. Yep. But eventually these people will start having children, which will improve. So let's take a look at finances real quick. You will notice that the previous year was a net loss. And you'll notice that I had a export versus import net gain of 1,000, which means I'm running at a deficit. I have decreased the salary as far as laborers go, percentage-wise. I had a lot of the farm laborers at 130, 140, 150%. So I bumped up the basic wage to 150, and I lowered the rent to 0.25 because I was having a ton of people. Oh, 998. See, some people have had some babies. So we might be just about at 1,000. But as you can see, there's still quite a few of the little bubbles saying, hey, something's messed up. But it was so bad before I fixed a lot of the economic stuff. 999. So yeah, we're almost there. It was so bad before I fixed it, it was almost unplayable. You couldn't see anything. So I think this is going to be, once this is done, should be another autofill from existing residents. But I think we should be at 1,000 pretty soon. Just need somebody else to have another child. Or for this to be an out-of-town family moving in. But how fitting would it be to hit 1,000 residents right when year 50 starts, which should be just a moment. So we're just approaching the end of year 49. And this should be done. Yep, there it is, January 1771, 50 years from settlement start. Of course, the game starts you off in March, which is in a couple months, but not worried about that. Happy 50th. my Ostriv town with the somehow pause that I just did. I don't know what key I would have hit to do that. Anyway, this house is just about done, and auto-filled again. But one benefit this does have is I do know that the children cannot have children of their own until they marry and they move into another house. So we've just created, I think, I can't remember exactly how many we've built, it's probably 12. But we've created 12 more opportunities to have people reproducing, so hopefully soon we will get some more babies. And I think I still can't fit the entire town into one shot because of the way the field of view works. I think this is probably about as close as we're going to get. You can see the forestry right there, and you can see the last of the houses right here. Of course, I wish I could get a flatter angle, but that's theoretically enough town to support 1,000 residents. Food supply is very stable. We have a surplus most years. Economically, it's not entirely... Yeah, there it is, 1,000. How about that? And all it took was probably 30, 35 hours of gameplay to get there. Although if I really wanted to rush it, I could go a little faster. But how about that? That's so cool. We got to 1,000 residents in our little town. It's cute. I got to find a good way to do a screen cap of that. That's probably just going to be the zoomed in way on here. But how about that? 656 adults, 330 men, 326 women. It's a lot of kids. And we're pretty much leveled off on job vacancies and looking for jobs. Granted, it is January and it's not a harvest season or a planting season. No one's working on fishing docks or anything. But it's pretty good, I would say. Pretty well balanced. Financially, we are at a net gain right now, because I haven't done any import. But if you subtract the export from the balance, then we are pretty much balanced. Net gain of about 10 gold at this point in time. But yeah, that's all I got. I mean, we reached 1,000. That's pretty cool, don't you think? I wish I had a way to turn these off. If there's an option to do that, please let me know in the comments. But yeah, guys, we did it. Episode 32, 1,000 population in our little town. Right at the 50-year mark. Pretty cool, huh? What a great game. As always, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it very much. And I appreciate your engagement on the videos and all your encouragement. Everyone who's saying that these videos are helping them, thank you very much. That's why I do them. Don't worry, I do have more videos coming. I've got more tutorial stuff in the works. It just takes so long to put those things out, especially the instructional videos. You have to shoot every shot and do the VO and edit and everything. It's a lot of work, but I'm getting it there. We'll have it out hopefully soon. And yeah, so that's it. I will be putting out a separate 1,000 resident video on the channel coming out hopefully soon, talking about specifics with population management and everything. But yeah, that's it. We're at 1,000. That's all I got. See you guys next time.